Welcome back to another day of multiple Who Would Wins. I was beat to hell yesterday. I was just completely exhausted. I just couldn't get around to doing a Who Would Win yesterday. So I'm just doing what I did on Tuesday and doing both of them today. and both neither and neither of these are extensively complex Who Would Win. So I did need to write some things down for them. So today's first one comes to us from Anthony Dahl, who has suggested not Anthony Dahl, sorry. Was it Anthony who suggested this one? I know Anthony suggested that one. I think this was Corey Jackson. Sorry, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Corey Jackson suggested this one. Yes, he suggested this one, which is Cole Evans, the Red Wild Force Ranger, versus Deker from Power Rangers Samurai. Now, the reason he suggests this is because they are played by the same actor. Power Rangers actually has a tendency of doing that, recycling the same actor, recycling former actors for different parts in different series, or just bringing them back, kind of like they did with Tommy Oliver for Power Rangers Dino Thunder, made in Black Ranger. So with Cole Evans, he is the Red Lion Ranger. Well, he's the Red. Let's also actually be clear right now. If this came down to a Zord fight, Deker's going to lose because Deker doesn't have Zords. He was just straight out lose. So we're not going to factor a Zord fight in this. But yeah, he's the Red Lion Ranger, then became the Red Green Gorilla Ranger, and then the Red Falcon Ranger. But he's still technically always the Red Lion Ranger. One of his biggest traits is that he has he has a love for animals and very empathetic with animals. He's even able to tame animal Zords or communicate with the animal Zords, so he's able to identify with people very well. He's a skilled fighter, like all the Power Rangers are skilled fighters. Some are more skilled than others. As far as we can tell, he has no extensive martial arts background. Let's see here now. The Red Lion Zord, Optic Blast, Banana. Oh, the Gorilla. I'm just going over the Zords right now. I don't need to. His outfit, like all Wild Force Rangers, is equipped with claws. So he has claws for close combat, capable of doing damage. Carries a crystal saber, which is their like standard Ranger weapon. Kind of like they all have blasters in the original one, but they all have their own unique weapons. Same principle. So the crystal saber allows him for energy blasts as well as close range combat. But he also has the Lion Fang, which is kind of like a knuckle gauntlet, which can split into blaster modes for rapid fire and supercharged shot. He also has the Falconeta, which is pretty much a crossbow of some forms. He drives a Savage Cycle, which is a motorcycle. He also can become the Red Savage Ranger by through that, which gives him armor. A lot of Rangers tend to get a lot of the main Rangers or sixth Rangers tend to get armor. Gives him armor, which wings that act like a shield. He's capable of flight. He has a red gem on there, which you would think does an energy blast. As far as I can tell, it does not. And he's got hand armor, which basically gives him an edge in combat. He's also a bit naive to normal ways of the world, but that's not really civilized ways of the world, I guess is a better way to put it. But that's not really going to play a factor in this fight. Deker, played by the same actor. His background was that he was married to a woman, gifted a sword, a special sword called the Oramasa, and it's a reverse blade sword from what I can understand, because it's a reverse sword. So it should be a reverse blade sword then, if they say it that way. But he due to being sick, he got trapped in a fire or something like that. I was reading the bio. I'm like, he got trapped or something like that. His wife saved him, but he got cursed. He takes, and I can't pronounce her correctly, a Nylok form, which I'm guessing is like an Oni demon kind of form, because it's a samurai Japanese culture, things along those lines. Basically, in the picture I used for him in the description is what he looks like in that form, which is actually pretty cool. But the Oramasa can slice through solid stone easily, which is impressive because it's a reverse sword. It's a reverse blade sword. I mean, if you've ever watched Rurouni Kenshin, you know exactly what a reverse blade sword is. But for those of you who don't, the blade is flipped with the dull end. That's what it means. So his main mission is to find an opponent who can, a worthy opponent, things along those lines. He's a skilled swordsman, very master, strong enough to stop a full-powered Fire Smasher attack from Jaden, who I'm guessing is the Red Ranger. I don't watch Power Rangers anymore, as you can tell, with ease. So he's strong enough to do that. Capable of taking on multiple foes without much difficulty. He has a couple abilities, but one of them doesn't work on like Rangers, so it's not going to matter for this fight. As a last resort, if he feels he can't beat his opponent, he can explode and basically take out like a small area, but then reverts back to his human form. And that's pretty much all we've got for him. Now, obviously, in his, I'm going to call it his Oni form because Nihilok form just doesn't roll off my tongue. Oni form rolls off my tongue better. In his Oni form, we have to assume that he's more durable and stronger and faster than a normal person. But by how much we can only he's comparable to a ranger in that sense. We can go with that. So that being said, who wins in this fight? Well, this fight, let's just say universes cross and stuff like that, and the Cole Evans thinks this guy's about danger, and he's like, lion power activate, and then goes into ranger form. He's about to It's like, I've never watched the series. It's like, go away. You're not worth my time. It's like, don't you underestimate me? Goes and tries to attack him. Now, here's the thing. Deker has lived, I think, like over 1,000 years, they said. Give me 1 second to find Deker again real quick, if they gave me an age on that. And he's vastly, it's not Deker. No, yeah, it's Deker. I thought I was saying, looking at Dexter for a second. Age. No, that's not what I don't want that. I want the actual Power Ranger Samurai. Okay, here we go. Derek Judge, that's his name. Okay, that's not. Okay. Derek, Power Ranger Samurai. Okay. List of Power Ranger Samurai. I don't know why it's not coming up. I found this last time I was looking at the character's information. You don't have to give me a second. But Deker. Hey, Deker. Hey, Deker. There we go, Deker. Come on, give me an age here. Okay, look, he's gotta be, if this was in Japan, he had to have been he has to be well over at least 500 years old, something along those lines. That I really don't know why it's not giving me with a thing I found last time. Oh no, it's Derek. Why am I saying Deker all this time? Wait, no, it should be. No, it should be Deker. Hold on. There it is. Yeah, Deker. Where the hell did Derek come from? There it is, Deker. Clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, give me an age here. 1 second. Come on. Age. Okay, fine. I can't find an age for him. Point being, he's got to be well over. It's like, okay, you're starting the fight. Pause for 5 minutes and look up some guy's name and age. Sorry about that. Point being, yeah, he has far more actual battle experience over his many years of being alive. So he's going to be just the more skilled warrior of the two. And he's going to be in his Oni form when he's fighting Cole. So, Cole's just like, yeah, just boom, just, gut punches him, and then, gets blasted back by Deker and just, it's like, you don't interest me. Go, or I'll have to make you go, or something like that. Stop this, or I'll have to make you stop. It's like, no, you're a threat, and I had to say, and then claws come out, and comes out again. Yeah, gets all lucky, cut on. It's like, then just, stops him again, just boom, punches him again. So right at the bat, it's like, all right, it's like, very well, and then pulls out his sword. It's like, you want to dance, boy? Let's dance. And then comes in, and Cole's immediately getting his ass kicked because Cole base form Cole can't stand up to this guy right at the bat. But Cole's got a few things on his side. Pulls out the Lion's Fangs, able to at least block a couple punches, but, is not doing anything. Goes into blaster mode, blasts at him, and, maybe it hurts. It probably does hurt, but he's still able to, block most of it with his sword after that, and then just come in again. Falcon Eater comes crossbow style, tries to come in, tries to blast him, but I imagine Deker would, cut the weapon in half or cut the weapon down before he could, or just, avoid it and then just destroy the weapon. So I imagine Cole to be on the very losing side of this fight very early on. But what Cole has over him is very simple. Cole just has far more options. And by that I mean, if Cole feels like he's on the losing side, summons the Savage Cycle. Let's say Deker gets out of the way of the Savage Cycle, but then he goes into Savage Ranger mode. All of a sudden, now he's got flight, armor. He's far more capable of dishing out some pain. The wings can act like a shield. So now it's a far more even playing field. Now I think that skill-wise and just strength-wise, because there's no indication that the armor really raises his strength at all. It just gives him a better defense. Cole's still going to push Deker's still going to push the advantage, but Cole's got a better shot now. Maybe uses the wing shield to block him and then deal a couple good punches in. Now they don't normally do this, but I could see him possibly summoning a Zord and then just being like, you're dangerous and I can't beat you on my own, but boom. I think there's probably been points where he grew super large, so I could see him fighting the Zords theoretically. And when you get into that sense, then if he did for some reason grow humongous and it's Zord on Zord combat, Lion Zord, I don't think you could beat him. I honestly think the best chances are the Falcon Zord, which has just aerial abilities and just able to stay out of his way, or the Gorilla Zord, which actually has optic blasts and can summon giant banana trees that fire banana bombs. I think that the Gorilla Zord would be his best bet. So if you're going to ask me who wins in this fight in the long run, I will say because Cole just has more options available that Cole will eventually take the fight. But that's I say that knowing that there's a very clear scenario where Deker probably just ends the fight before the Zords get brought out. I think there's a very strong basically he has to end the fight before he can bring out the Savage Cycle, because if he can bring out the Savage Cycle and put his armor on, then he's just going to be able to outlast him long enough to say, hey, this is going to be one of the few times you need to bring a Zord out for a small opponent. But how often does that happen? I go 60-40. I think 40% of the time Deker is going to beat him before the Zords or the Savage Cycle come out, just because of how strong he seems to be as a warrior. But I see there's a very likely scenario where Cole is able to bring his armor out and then last long enough to say, no, I need to bring a Zord out and break that. And then whoever he was talking, whoever their Zordon was, be like, that is not the honorable way, but it was the correct way. You can't argue with results. But anyway, so yeah, that's my thoughts on who would win in Cole Evans versus Deker from Power Rangers, from the Power Rangers series. Let me know if you think differently. If you do, that's cool. If you agree, that's cool too. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would wins, Star Wars, superhero, what if, magic, anything I do on the channel. Crap, that's right. I have a what if I need to do today. I just remembered that. Yeah, if you have any ideas for those, put those in the comment below. Let me know. I'll get to it at some point. I'm trying to think which one I should do, because I completely forgot I had to do a what if today. Yeah, maybe I'll just... No, I can do it today. I can probably manage a brief one today. Anywho. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time, or actually for the next one.